Olivia Newton-John, the chart-topping singer once named one of the world's most beautiful people, has died at the age of 73.
This is so sad, Andy. When I was little, we had Grease on repeat, and we even learned all the moves when we were little.
One of the all-time classics,
Yeah.
absolutely no doubt about that.
Yeah, for sure. And the pop music icon passed away peacefully at her ranch in Southern California this morning, surrounded by her loved ones.
NBC's Mark Barger has a look back at her life and the movie that made her a superstar.
40 years after the 1978 premiere of Grease, Olivia Newton-John reunited with co-star John Travolta and talked about the film's legacy.
So we feel very grateful that this is still a part of everyone's. They love it.
Let me be there in your morning.
Newton-John's songs were part of America's soundtrack for decades. Her 1973 U.S. debut album, Let Me Be There, produced her first top 10 single. A series of albums in the 1970s and 80s accelerated a music career that would sell more than 100 million albums and produce 15 top 10 singles.
Hopelessly devoted to you.
Grease won her worldwide fame in the movies. It was followed by a starring role 2 years later in Xanadu. The 1981 music video of Physical won Newton-John one of her 4 Grammy Awards, and Billboard magazine later called it the sexiest song of all time.
That was so naughty in its time and so nothing now.
Olivia Newton-John's music endeared her to audiences across the decades, and as she battled cancer, first in the 1990s and in recurring episodes.
I want to see an end to cancer in my lifetime, and that's my goal.
She devoted herself to helping other cancer survivors, traveling the world to raise money and awareness. Her 2011 book featured recipes for healthy eating and raised money for a cancer and wellness center in her hometown of Melbourne, Australia. At age 67, in her 6th decade of recording, Newton-John and her daughter Chloe released You Have to Believe. It went to #1 on the Billboard Dance Club chart. When cancer came back in 2017, a tumor at the base of her spine, a U.S. tour was put on hold. She had radiation therapy and used cannabis oil to help. Her second husband, John Easterling, grew marijuana at their California home.
They help with pain, they help with sleep, and so I'm very lucky that I live in a state where it's legal. And how lucky is that?
Olivia Newton-John, seemingly a timeless performer who created magical moments for generations of fans. Mark Barger, NBC News.